What's going on, people? Steele Altmeyer here, back with another episode on the Real Steel Pod. And yes, we got a special one for y'all. But first, just a little side note, we're going to be using these mics now, just kind of upgrade and enhance the audio for our viewers out there, just kind of boost it, just a little upgrade, So, we got a special one for y'all today. We got Hub, yes, J-Hub, yes, Josh Hubbard is on the podcast today. So, it should be a very special one. Appreciate him coming by. We're going to be talking about topics such as his falling in love with sports, finding his way through basketball at Madison Regional Academy, how that was being the guy from day one, breaking the all-time scoring record in Mississippi his senior year, and now becoming the all-time leading scorer in Mississippi his senior year. So that's a pretty cool stat we're going to get into as well, what he felt about that, and also transitioning towards his collegiate career, like just kind of talking to us and walking us through that. So we're going to get into those things, and also touching base with him about his recent Portugal trip with the team. The basketball team went over to Portugal pretty recently, I would say. And yeah, just kind of get his thoughts on that, what he learned, what he picked up, how that was kind of playing with his new teammates, and kind of walking us through that as well. So yeah, it's going to be a special episode. Let's get into it. What's up, people? Back with another episode on the Real Steel Pod. We got a special one for y'all today. We got Hub. Yeah, we got J-Hub on the pod today. Episode 3. He doesn't need no introduction. I appreciate you coming by, bro.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah, man. We just get into everybody's stories on here. Just kind of give everybody a new perspective on your story. Maybe they can learn something from you. So we're just gonna start kind of from the jump, like middle school, high school. Was basketball always the way for you? Like, what else did you play?
Yeah, I played football for a little bit since 4th grade. I stopped after my ninth grade year. Besides that, track was always there too. Um, I did long jump and I ran here and there. So those are the off sports beside basketball.
I got you. So what grade would you say you started to kind of see the light, like for basketball? Like, this is my way. Like, this is what I want to do.
I'll probably say ninth grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, ninth grade. I started getting serious, with my dad and coaches and other platforms and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I remember us playing you, and you were in 8th or ninth. We could see it then,
yeah.
like, hey, we gotta watch out for this. This serious. So, yeah, man. MRA, just like talk us through that. Being the guy, like, I think you were the guy ever since I knew you, 8th and ninth grade. So, like, talk to us about just kind of walking that light and just trying to maneuver through that. Stay focused on what you need to stay focused on.
Yeah, so 8th grade was definitely a struggle, trying to prove my point. I could play with older people and gradually got comfortable and better and then just kept leading on to the next year and the next year and stuff like that. And then just the coach Luis believing in me and my other teammates, and the success we've created over the years it's been a blessing.
I got you. So, like, when you were younger, 8th and ninth grade, like, how was it gaining your respect? Like, those older high school guys, you coming in, trying to put your foot down and be like, hey, this might be my team, this might be my, my shows. Like, how did you kind of walk through that?
I would definitely say going into my 8th grade year that summer, those practices it was hard. Just gaining the respect. I had a little voice, and you can't really say much when you're that young and so new to a team with a bunch of older guys. But it worked out perfectly.
So, what about Coach DeWeese? Like, we always hear, what a great coach he is and stuff. Like, what are some great moments or some great stories with him that maybe nobody's really heard about?
I would probably say him just telling me the ability of what I could do at such a young age, and him seeing me and my abilities at such a young age, and I didn't see it myself. Him just pulling me to the side during practices and telling me to put all my force on the gas, and it's just little stuff like that.
Yeah, I always like just like his freedom he gave y'all. Like, just
Hmm.
no knock at anybody else, but like especially for you, he let you play your way, and people played off of you. I like that a lot. So just all the success you had at MRA, like from 8th, ninth, and then you start to be the big dog in high school. Like, how was that? People coming for you now because you got your big name, great talent. So, like, how was that when people just coming at you just because who you are now?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of challenges. Coach Luis prepared us well for those tough games and tough crowds and people that that, like you said, that wanted to get at me. My teammates were right behind me every step of the way, and we took each game one at a time. I think that was the most important thing. We didn't worry about any other game. We just wanted to win at those people that came at us.
Yeah, so you talk about winning. You did a lot of winning at MRA. Like, what were some of the best memories of that? You know, like just always going deep every season. You know, in the playoffs, like overalls. Like, what were some favorite moments of that?
Oh man, just the intensity
Yeah.
and just figuring out how to win each game just to get to the championship. And another fun piece of the season were those public school games
Oh
too.
yeah. Like
'Cause,
Rumble in the South and stuff like
yeah,
that. Those are
yeah,
fun.
those started getting pretty serious around my 10th grade year, so
Mhm.
those were pretty fun too.
I got you. So we got to get into it. You broke the all-time scoring record in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. I remember I was watching the game. It was PCS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even know how to describe that. He's the all-time leading scorer now in Mississippi. So, like, walk us through that. Like, did you know like you needed this amount of points, or like how does that go? Because I mean I can't relate. So like how did that go?
Man, it was super stressful all season long because people knew how much I need to average each game, and sometimes I wouldn't make that limit, and then I
Yeah,
have to catch up the next game.
right.
But when it came down to the end of the season, it was so stressful to the point I just couldn't even think about it. So I just took each game at a time and just let winning take care of itself. So
Yeah, but did you know, like, I guess when it happened,
mm,
like that,
well,
whatever the point was, like, did you know, or like somebody have to tell you, or how did that work?
yeah, I knew, but the game was so crucial at that
Yeah,
point to where I was
mm,
like, man, we gotta win is more important.
yeah,
So
I can't imagine. Like, but that's crazy. Like, how did you stay focused? Like, moving on to college now, like, all your accolades, like all-time leading scorer, Gatorade, everything. Like, how do you stay focused, moving on to that next level, and stay motivated?
just staying hungry. High school was it was very fun, and like you said, the accolades, they add on to a special part of it, and it was very fun. But not done yet. Still got a mission to complete.
Absolutely.
So just more hungry and ready to work.
Yeah, so talk about that college process. Obviously, you signed Ole Miss and stuff happens. Just like any other recruiting process, and then you switch. Come go to Mississippi State. Like, talk about just kind of the stressful environment of recruiting itself. Like, I know that was maybe a hard time to kind of figure that out. So, like, just kind of talk us through that if you can.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough moment. Um, yeah, like you said, originally committed to Ole Miss with Kermit Davis, and then he parted his ways with Ole Miss, and then it was just back to the drawing board. Had to regroup with my family and figure out the next plan. Coach Jan still had the love and respect for my family and myself, and he reached out and gave that offer back.
Mm.
So that was really helpful. And then we just seemed like things moved so perfectly, and God wiggled some things through just to make this story right.
Absolutely. So, like, how was that coaching staff? Were they always like hard on you at Mississippi State, like just always trying to keep you, engaged and want you there and stuff? Was that kind of another thing, maybe? Like they were just always talking to you throughout?
Yeah, if you look at it in their shoes, new coaching staff, and then they come to Mississippi and hear about me, and Coach Brooks was still there, and Coach Brooks is nagging on them, telling them about
Yeah.
me. Um, it's all kind of funny because it all worked out at the
Right.
end.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you put it in their shoes, see it from their point of view, I definitely uh, they knew they weren't the fan favorite because they were such in last like in the race. I've
Mm.
been with Kermit,
Yeah,
but yeah, it all worked out.
I got you. So, what's Coach Jan's like? I mean, I know he hadn't been there long, been a year and a half, but like, what's some maybe some fun moments with him just in your short amount of time with him in the university?
Oh man, he's gonna be tough on you, but it's all tough love. He knows what everybody's capable of, and he loves putting the pieces together. It's very fun to be a player under him. I'll probably say the best memory is probably just bonding with him in Portugal. Seeing not that coaching side of him.
Mm.
Players interacting with him. That was very fun. So
Yeah, we'll actually get to that Portugal trip later on, but just talk about your new teammates, a new group in Mississippi State, like a lot of veterans, a lot of older guys. Like, how is that, kind of being the young guy again and learning from them because you do have a lot of good players on your team, a lot of good upperclassmen. How is that?
oh man, that's amazing. Seeing these guys go so far last year and the success they put in. It's definitely hard to see myself,
Mm.
in those shoes as well. But it's been fun. A lot of great guys, like you said, the veterans. They have so much experience under their belt. I'm just trying to learn from each and every one of them.
Yeah, I bet just every day in practice you pick up stuff, whatever it's a defensive play or offensive play or just off the court stuff, just walk us through that as well, like just day to day stuff, that maybe you just pick up on just being around older guys.
Yeah, definitely. That transition from high school to college, just little stuff on offense and defense, like you said. In my position, like Shaq or Deshaun Davis, they've helped me tremendously a lot over the summer. So, yeah.
What would you say, kind of back to high school? How would you say MRA kind of prepared you for Mississippi State? Because like college is no joke, like the strenuous
Yeah.
schedule, lifts, 2 days, that kind of thing. How did that kind of prepare you for what you're doing now?
I would definitely say lifting at MRA has definitely helped me. Got my body right for sure. Coach Luis was always tough on all of us, so there's no surprise. Coach Jan's being tough. I'm pretty much used to that. But like you said, just the whole college experience itself, it's more different than high school. So I'm very excited just to experience that. I've only got a little bit of experience this
Right.
summer,
Mm.
so I'm excited.
I got you. So we're moving on to the Portugal trip. We just got back from Portugal. They played some games over there. How many did y'all play? 3 games?
Three
Three
games,
games, 3-0.
3-0.
All right. They had a good showing. Just talk about that experience, bro. I've never been to Portugal. Like, how was
Yeah,
that? Just on and off the court. You playing well. I saw that. Congrats, by the way, for that. But
appreciate it.
yeah, how was that whole experience on and off the court?
Oh man, it was a shout out to Mississippi State and Coach Jans, man. That trip was very special to all of us, just to bond with each other off the court and play a sport we all love at the same time. Against other Portugal pros themselves, and a lot of us won't go out the country again. So that itself is very special, and we're super grateful for it.
So were those like just professional teams y'all played over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what y'all learn from those teams? Like what y'all pick up on playing against them and afterwards? Like what y'all take away from that?
Foreign rules are very different, for sure, and I would say they're more fundamentally sound
Mm-hmm.
over there. They're all good though. They're all good teams.
I got you. What did you say? It's more physical over there. I've heard it's like they kind of let a lot of stuff go. Like it's like I don't know,
Mm,
just during the game. I don't know.
I think the SEC would be more
Oh
physical,
yeah, that'll
but
definitely get you ready for it for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, they're physical too.
I got you. So what else did y'all get to do there in Portugal? Like off the court? I know y'all probably had some time to do other things as well.
Yeah, man, we did a whole bunch. We went to the beach, jumped in the ocean. What else we did? We did a couple tours of the city.
I think I saw. Weren't you on a boat or something one day? I thought I
Yeah,
saw something on
yeah,
that.
yeah. We did some. We learned how to surf.
Yeah. How was
Yeah,
that?
man, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just those little things to do off the court, and still bond with each other. It was very fun.
Yeah, I think people take that for granted, the off the
Hmm.
court stuff, because that just helps you so much more on the court. You just know where everybody is, you know where they want to be, where they want the ball, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Hmm.
yeah, so just looking towards the season, kind of what are some. I know you probably looked. I don't even know if the whole schedule's out, but like just some key matchups. I know Rob's at Kentucky, Aiden, Auburn. I know that'll be fun to play against those guys. Like,
Yeah.
what are some kind of matchups you're looking forward to if you look that far?
Yeah. I'll probably say Kentucky. You know, Mississippi State. I watched that game when they played Kentucky at home.
That was a good game.
That was a great
Yeah,
game. I think they should have won that game, and it'll be fun to compete against some players in my class. Against Kentucky. So that'll be pretty fun, and um, a lot of SEC teams too. That are in my class.
yeah. Mhm.
Some players, but it'll all be fun.
Yeah,
So
man. Every game probably be different, and
yeah.
but you also get to travel, I guess, to new arenas and stuff. I bet like
Hmm.
Rupp would be insane if y'all get to play there. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. What else do you kind of pick up just from college, just off the court as well? Just like you know, just adjusting to everything because college
Hmm.
is a whole new world. Like, what can
Hmm.
you kind of tell them about just being a college athlete?
Man, I was probably say responsibility, and keeping a positive mental statement. Don't get down on yourself when things go bad, because as a freshman, things are gonna go bad. It's not gonna be easy. But if you keep God first, stay positive, transition, it'll be easier.
I got you. What would you say, just to all the viewers, like what should they be expecting from this Bulldog team? You know, a tournament appearance last year. I know y'all want to do bigger and better things this year. You know, a couple of new guys, new returners. You know, yourself. Like what can they expect from y'all this year? What do they need to be looking for?
Oh man, we're gonna have a really special team this year. A lot of depth, a lot of guys that can play. Um, it's gonna be really fun. We can do a lot of things offensively and defensively. We're critiquing a lot of stuff right now before the season, of course. But once the season comes around, we're gonna be well prepared by Coach Jans.
I got you. Just to me, it just seems like y'all have a lot of like versatility. There's a lot of guys
Hmm.
that can do a lot of things, which is a dangerous team. So just to cap it off, we're gonna do a couple quick hitters. I'm just gonna ask the question, just whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah.
You just say that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you could travel anywhere else, obviously you're a traveling man. Apparently, going to Portugal, you know, doing those things. Like, what other city or country would you go to in the world? Like, just travel.
Greece.
Greece.
Yeah,
Why
Greece.
Greece? You just seen stuff on that, or
Seeing stuff on TikTok
yeah,
and all that kind of stuff,
yeah,
but it looks like a cool place.
for sure. Like you said, favorite matchup, just like not future matchup, like you've already had, like in the past, like just a fun matchup, like on the court.
Mm. Um,
You got one.
I would probably say, oh man, we just played them in Bristol, Tennessee.
What, like AAU or just?
Nah, it was a MRA for
Oh
a
yeah.
Christmas tournament.
Mm,
I forgot the name of their school. They were 23 in the country though.
really?
But they were the Blue Devils. I can't forget the name of the school.
This was your senior year?
Yeah,
Put it in the comments. Everybody sees that. Just
yeah.
let us know in the comments. But what happened when that matchup? Was just going back and
Oh
forth?
man, going back and forth, came down to the wire,
Dang.
talking trash. It was fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, what would you say your hardest person to guard, like ever? Like, well, who you got one in mind? Just like hardest guy for you that maybe
Mm,
did give you problems, but just kind of
yeah,
kept you on your toes.
yeah. I'll probably say in Holloway.
Oh yeah,
He's
for
at
sure.
Auburn. We went at it at Team Thad camp. Yeah, he's a good player too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be looking forward to play him too.
No doubt.
Yeah,
What would you say your favorite high school basketball memory was, if you could put your finger on that?
probably the overall championship my sophomore year. Um, that was the only overall championship we won, and against Greenwood Christian, crazy
That I
ending.
was at it was at Hartfield. I remember that.
Yeah,
That was
crazy
I still
ending.
remember that, man. That was crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy that long year like that, and then
Yeah.
it all comes down to that for sure. What would you say? Trying to think of another one. What's your favorite combination like of food? Like wings,
Mm,
pizza. Like what's your favorite combo?
that's a good one.
You know, late night you got to get something to eat. What you got? What you got
Man, I'm pretty versatile with the food.
for us?
Wings, pizza, Chipotle, pasta, seafood, anything,
Everything, huh?
everything.
Okay. All right. Last one. What would you say, just up to this point, like one sentence or one word to describe your journey, like up to this point? Obviously, you got a lot left in the tank, but like, what would you kind of leave the viewers with, like, about your journey?
Um, just remaining humble, and keeping God first. It'll pretty much take care of itself. With that and just staying hungry.
I got
So
you. Well, you got anything else for us, man?
pack the hump.
Pack the hump. There you
Pack the
go.
hump.
That's all he has to say. Pack the hump. So that's going to cap it off for us. Just like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who you want to get on next. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Sir.